Good evening. Welcome back to SP UGM News. With me Aulia Putrimati
and me Iqbal.
Now we are going to present our first news about an earthquake happened on Afghanistan, reported by Dwi Ida and Alfada.
Earthquake shook west area of Afghanistan. It was happened on Sunday, October 26, 2015 at 10:50 p.m. That makes many victims killed because of that natural disasters.
An estimated 1,000 people killed in an earthquake measuring 7.6 on the Richter scale hit in Pakistan, India, and Afghanistan. Earthquake occurred at 10:50 p.m. and centered in forested mountains of Pakistani Kashmir area near the border of India, about 95 kilometers northeast of Islamabad. Number that killed possibility of more than 1,000 people, but we have figures definitely. At least 550 up to 600 people have been killed in northwest frontier province of Pakistan, and it seems will continue to grow. Temporarily, there are 250 other death toll in Muzaffarabad, capital city of Kashmir. 50% of buildings collapsed and heavy damage. Military hospital in Rawalakot, Kashmir, also damaged and injured several medical officers. So far, at least 35 people reportedly killed when school buildings collapsed prior in Muzaffarabad.
That's the video about earthquake of Afghanistan. Alfada and Dudu reporting.
Putri,
Yeah?
did you know an event from the BSM UGM?
No, what's even?
The event was called MAHAKARYA. The BSM Vocational College has held the MAHAKARYA as an event to welcome freshmen in the BSMB. The event has held on October 13, reported by Anissa and Tia.
Hello, I'm in MAHAKARYA 2015 Pusat Kebudayaan Kusnadi Harja Sumantri of Universitas Gadjah Mada. MAHAKARYA is held to welcome freshmen of Vocational College UGM. There are many performers out there. Let's check it out. Are reporting from MAHAKARYA 2015 Pusat Kebudayaan Kusnadi Harja Sumantri UGM.
Yes, Putri.
We have a good news.
Wow, what kind of news?
After a few months covered by smoke, Pekanbaru now was rain, and the air was clear again, reported by Denny and Eka.
Rain was falling, the air in Pekanbaru clear again. Smoke in Pekanbaru Riau thin after rain dawn for days. After nearly 4 months covered by smoke, Friday morning, October 30, the blue sky and the sun appeared above the city of Pekanbaru. The atmosphere has been warmly welcomed by all citizens.
Sun shining is something that is very rare for all society of Riau, because since the beginning of July the city was covered by smoke. The rain that fell a few days ago in Pekanbaru at 6 p.m. accompanied by strong wind and lightning also grabbed each other in the sky of Pekanbaru. The heavy rains flashed about 30 minutes. Many people have become victims of the smoke, and already some people who died. Around 79,888 people affected by acute respiratory infections.
Now we move to SPUGM. Mrs. Erlin Estiana, the lecturer from Vocational English Department in UGM, talked about the quality of students in SPUGM. Nurma and Fitri reported.
Hi everyone, I'm Nurma Andika Fitriani, and now I want to ask Miss Erlin Estiana Yuanti, as the lecturer at SPUGM, about the quality of students here. How about the quality of students in SV?
Students in SV, okay, so right now we have 2013, 2014, 2015, so like I do not really teach all of the programs in SV, but from some programs that I teach, I think they're getting better. I mean, like in terms of the students that we have every year. So usually, whenever whenever we talk about quality of students, I think we can see not only the academic skill that they have, but also the attitudes that they have. So I think those are also important. I mean, like talking about good score is not enough in my opinion. So like I also will say that it is also about the attitudes. I will not compare each batch, so I just want to say that some students are smart enough, but sometimes they don't really have positive attitude.
So, do you think can the diploma students compete with the undergraduate students to get a job?
Okay, so I think that there are some problems regarding the job vacancy. So usually in the job vacancy it is listed that the requirement must be undergraduate students. But I think whenever there are openings like job vacancies, which does not really require the whether it is undergraduate students or diploma students, I think the diploma students get the same chance to get the job with the undergraduate students, because in my opinion they are more prepared to the working field, because during their 3 years of study in SV they have been not only learning in the classroom but also practicing in the field, like they are really doing it. On the other hand, the undergraduate students, in my opinion, only learn theoretically, because I was also an undergraduate student, so I knew that I only learned from books, make analysis, and then give my comment, and then discussion in the classroom. So that's all. I mean, I did not really feel the practice. I did not really experience how to be, for example, a news anchor, or how to be a PR, and in settling a problem. So I guess for that question, I would say, of course, definitely diploma student can compete with undergraduate students. I think they can get even bigger chance to win the job, in my opinion, if, for example, that students really make use of his or her time during the college to really, actualize himself or herself, to learn more, practice more, and be always optimistic. That's in my opinion. Like, hopefully, I can stay here longer. I mean, like, to teach more and more students, and hopefully, what else? Because I do not only teach, so sometimes I also conduct research and also conduct community services, so I can involve as many students as possible. Hopefully, not only in the classroom but also outside the classroom. So happy and excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's all about the question that I asked you.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Miss
You're
Ellen, for
welcome.
the information.
Yes, thank you so much.
So that's all the conversation with Miss Ellen Estiana Yuanti, Nurma Andika Fitriani as the reporter, and Fitri Untari as the camera person delivered to you.
The upcoming news is about culinary. A new Soto Tegal stall was opened in near Jalan Kaliurang. If you like to try a different kind of soto, let's go there. Reported by Dira and Mada.
I hopped off the plane at LAX with a dream, my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame excess. Am I gonna fit in? Jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous.
Here's the Soto Tegal. As you can see, the ingredients are rice and bean sprouts, and then there is a beef also. Yes, for delicious, we can add some sauce. Sudah berapa lama kamu buka usaha ini?
Saya bukanya tepatnya tanggal 3 Oktober ya, jadi hari ini 1 November, 1 bulan, baru 1 bulan. Tapi alhamdulillah langsung dapat respon dari pembeli lah.
Lalu apa yang membuat Soto Tegal ini spesial dari soto-soto yang lain?
Begini ya, sebetulnya soto di Tegal sudah cukup banyak. Sebelum saya membuka ini saya pernah mencoba dari Jalan Kaliurang, Jalan Negara, Jalan Magelang, dan di mana ada 8 warung soto yang saya coba. 8 warung soto itu hampir relatif sama rasanya. Dia ada yang menonjol, pasti ada sayur kol, kubis, terus kunir.
Soto sejak malam ini ada berapa macam soto?
2 ya. Soto saya spesialnya soto daging ayam dan soto daging sapi.
Terima kasih ya Pak.
Ya, ya.
Am I gonna fit in?
The next news is about Yogyakarta's kept secret. Yogyakarta's kept secret Sambisari Temple is one of the most unique temples in Yogyakarta. Located in Sambisari, Purwomartani village, Kalasan sub-district, Yogyakarta. This news will be reported by Novlia and Gawa.
Hi everyone, now I'm in Candi Sambisari or Sambisari Temple, one of a unique temple in Yogyakarta. Sambisari Temple is located in Sambisari District, Purwomartani Village, Kalasan Sub-District, SLEMAN Regency, Yogyakarta. It's about 10 km from Yogyakarta city and about 5 km in the west side of Ramanan Temple.
Sambisari Temple is one of Hinduism heritage. This temple was built in 10th century. It was built by Sayalander dynasty, exactly in Rakai Garung government.
But when you get closer to the middle of the area, you can find a ladder that rides in Candi Sambisari or Sambisari Temple. This temple is underground, so that's the reason why you can find the temple when you first enter the Sambisari area.
This temple was founded by a farmer in 1966.
Ladders to make you get closer to the main of the temple. You just need to down the stairs. This temple is about 6.5 meters under the ground, and usually people call it kuil bawah tanah or temples underground. The temple is consists of 3 leader
temples and main temples behind it. For you who haven't come to this temple, you need to come to Chinese temple because it is a unique temple, one of a unique temple in Yogyakarta. I am Novelia and my partner Gawang from SLEMAN, Yogyakarta. Thank you.
For the last years, we have suggestion for a good movie. The movie is Paranormal Activity.
Yep, Paranormal Activity is the ghost dimension. It's 2015 American 3D found footage supernatural horror movie. The film was released on October 23, 2015. Directed by Gregory Plotkin in his directional debut and written by Jason Pagan, Andrew Stark, and Adam Robinson. Plotkin served as the editor for the past 4 Paranormal Activity films. It is the 6th and final installment for the Paranormal Activities film. Reported by Novelia.
That's all our news for today.
I am Aulia Putri Melati.
And me, Iqbal.
Thank you and see you next time.
Hi, it's movie time. I'm in cinema and I want to watch horror film. Yeah, Paranormal Activity. So let's to buy the ticket.
Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, starring by Chris Murray as father of Lila, name is Ryan, Ritzo as mother of Lila, name is Emily, Ivy George as Lila, Dangel as Ryan, brother, name is Mike, Olivia Tyler Dudley as Mike, girlfriend, name is Skylar, Mikhail Krawick as priest, name is Todd. The film opened with a scene left off from the previous sequel, where Kathy and Christy are watching Dennis getting his spine crushed by a mysterious force. 25 years later, in 2013, the Ghost Dimension follows the Flickers family. While setting up the house that day, Mike finds a box of old videotapes from 1988 to 1992. In them contain Christy and Kathy with their mother and Dennis in 1988, while others from 1992 are in Louis' house where the two are practicing supernatural abilities with the mysterious man. Ryan and Mike watching one of the videos, and they notice that the girls are seemingly aware of the two presence. Ryan using the old camera around the house, where he noticed the camera pick up the spiritual beings. He decides later to roll the tapes overnight to see what weird things are occurring. One night, a black and oily being arises out of the ground and it hovers over Lila, and she eventually talks to it. The next night, Ryan tapes Lila sleeping, but a dark and demonic spirit appears on camera and forces him to drop the camera. The following day, Ryan and Emily go out for the night and leave Skylar and Mike to take care of Lila. Lila gradually becomes less talkative, and this worries Ryan and Emily enough to call Father Tooth. He interviews Lila relatively unsuccessfully, and as a result, Lila beat him. One night, Lila's interaction with Toby leads her to open a doorway to another realm into which she disappears. Father Tooth comes back and tries to cleanse the house, but Todd is strangled and dragged away by Toby, leaving the family to finish the cleansing. Ryan entraps the demon in a white blanket, and Lila returns to normal and the demon disappears. After thinking the ordeal is over, Skylar starts to vomit blood all over Mike, and the blood burns him, killing them both. After that, Layla too runs.
Ryan and Emily pursue her upstairs, but Ryan is killed when a tentacle grabs through his heart. Lila sprints away into the portal in her room with Emily following her also. She arrives at Christy and Katie's mother's house in 1988, where she finds a young Katie and finally confronts the human version of Toby. Emily pleads with the demon to spare Lila, but Toby snaps Emily's neck. Her body is tossed at the camera as it's also flipped over. Lila identifies the demon, Toby, and the two walk off as the camera is abruptly cut off. Okay, this film made me suffer a heart attack. Sometimes I must close my eyes because I'm very afraid to watch it. And do you dare to watch this film? So prepare your guts to watch this film. Thank you.